A mutual friend, Liam, was the one who brought us together. At first glance, he wasn't the type who demanded attention. No expensive car, no tailored outfits, no obvious charm. Instead, Liam carried a quiet presence, the kind that lingered. He held doors without making a show of it, remembered small things I'd said weeks before, and actually listened. The night before our first date, he sent a message, looking forward to tomorrow. Let me know if anything changes. It was polite, warm, and pressure-free. I rolled my eyes, thinking it felt too soft, maybe even dull, and tossed my phone aside. Still, I went. He had booked a small, intimate Italian place. I walked in wearing heels, bracing myself for average pasta and a bland conversation. But Liam surprised me. His questions had depth. His interest was genuine. He spoke less than he listened, and when he noticed I was cold, he quietly asked the staff to adjust the fan. The whole evening felt easy, like being wrapped in a blanket after a long day. No games, no fronts, just comfort. And yet, I wasn't convinced. He was thoughtful, steady kind. But he didn't ignite that wild spark I thought love required. The chaotic edge I had always chased, the thrill that usually ended in heartbreak. Still, I kept seeing him. A second date, then a third. I began to anticipate his texts, a song he thought I'd enjoy, a note about my favorite coffee order, remembering to hold back the sugar. But part of me hesitated, afraid to let someone so reliable get close. I clung to my own idea of how love should feel, and he didn't match it. Then came the night he chose a rooftop restaurant. The city glittered below, music floated softly around us. He arrived in jeans and a simple shirt, completely himself, radiating warmth. He pulled out my chair, smiled, and said, "You look beautiful." I could have let that moment breathe. Instead, I ruined it. "You're not really my usual type," I blurted, adding a nervous laugh. "But you're amazing." I saw his expression shift instantly. His eyes dimmed, like a flame losing its glow. He gave a small nod. "Got it," he said quietly. Then he signaled for the check, paid without touching his drink, and fell silent. I tried to laugh it off. "I didn't mean it like that. I just meant, you're different from what I usually go for." His calm reply cut through me. "Maybe that's the point." Then he stood, settled the bill, and walked away. No fight, no scene. Just a quiet exit, leaving his glass half full on the table. I sat frozen, embarrassed, trying to convince myself he was overreacting. I told myself honesty wasn't cruelty. But when I got home, he was gone from my life. No texts, no social media, nothing. Like I'd never existed. Maybe I never mattered to him. Or maybe I mattered too much. The following days weren't what I expected. I thought I'd brush it off, find someone bold, unpredictable, dangerous, the type I thought fit me. But instead, I replayed that night over and over. His face. The silence. My words. I realized something. He had been fully present, giving attentive. And I had kept him at arm's length. I hadn't rejected him because he wasn't enough. I had rejected him because I didn't believe I deserved someone who showed up so genuinely. I'd mistaken chaos for passion for so long that when real care stood in front of me, I called it boring. Weeks later, I saw him from across the street. He was walking with someone new. She was glowing, and he looked lighter than I'd ever seen him, at peace, happy. I stood at the corner pretending to check my phone, my stomach twisting. He didn't notice me. Or maybe he did and chose not to care. That moment stung more than I expected. She was receiving the warmth I had been too afraid to accept. I thought about reaching out, apologizing, trying to explain. But what was left to say? I had spoken my truth, and he had believed me. That's the hardest part. Not just that he left, but that he trusted my words and acted on them. Words carry weight, even when spoken with a smile. That night, I lost someone extraordinary. Not because he wasn't enough, but because he finally saw his own worth. He didn't just walk away from me. He walked toward what he deserved.